Hi, everyone. This is Matt Chmura, the Sports Information Director here at Con, and I'm here with head men's basketball coach Tim Sweeney and Ryan Omslaer after the team traveled for 2 games at Sarah Lawrence over the weekend. And Ryan, coach, what are your general thoughts on how things went?
Generally, we can look at this as just a learning experience. Obviously, we have a pretty young team. We had 5 freshmen out of 8 possible players this weekend. So everything that we do is just a learning experience, and just generally thankful to be able to even play with everything that's been going on.
Yeah, definitely. Coach?
Yeah, we're disappointed with what the scoreboard said at the end of both days, quite frankly. But as Ryan alluded to, we choose to look at these opportunities as both opportunities to play. We're grateful for that. Every chance we get to go out into the floor, we remind ourselves of that. And then, secondly, we really believe that we can grow from these. And I think there's just so much that we can learn from both Saturday and Sunday and that we can build on. And again, if we can be fortunate enough to get the opportunity to practice this week, Ryan and his teammates will get a chance with the coaches here to take another step forward. So we choose to look at these as opportunities for growth, and still be upset about the result, but move forward with determination.
And even though we came up short in both games this weekend, what are the biggest positives that you folks can take away? I mean, so a lot of playing time for a lot of people. Only 8 players dressed. What are the biggest positives that we can take away?
I would say just how we came back the second day. I think we had better energy the second day that we might have lacked the first game. And I think we just played harder the second game, which shows that even if we get knocked down, we're not going to just give up. We'll come back and keep fighting.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start with this guy right here. Ryan had a really, really good week of practice. I thought he was very engaged. He was leading by example. He worked really hard, and I told him this. I really think it showed in his play. I think he continues to improve. I thought Ryan at times this weekend was a real presence for us in our defense, and he's continuing to gain confidence on the offensive side of the floor. So, on an individual level, there's gains that are being made, not just by Ryan either, but others as well. And then as a team, I agree with Ryan. We came out Saturday, and give Sarah Lawrence credit. They punched us in the mouth and had a good performance. And, we didn't fold there. We competed, but came up short. And then I thought today, Sunday, we came in with a much more focused and determined mindset from the start. It wasn't good enough again, but we saw some major progress, and we bounced back. And again, with chances to fold, we did not, with a younger group. And then the older guys, such as Ryan, continued to hang in there and fight. So, we're going to continue to pick out areas to improve in. I think we're making some incremental progress. Sometimes that's not enough to get a win, and that's disappointing.
And Coach was talking about this already a little bit, Ryan, but you've shown tremendous improvement specifically over these past few games. Even dating back to the Mitchell win last weekend. Looks like you're averaging 6.7 points, 8.3 rebounds, 2.3 blocks, and very efficient shooting, 10 for 13, 76.9%. combined in those 3 games. How are you feeling out there? What's been working for you, recently? What do you credit that to?
Honestly, I think a lot of it comes back to how we've been practicing. I think that I've had some pretty good practices leading up to all the games since Mitchell, and I think that's really showing out there. And I think one of the biggest things for me is just crashing the offensive glass. Once we do that, it's easier to get higher percentage shots, and it frees up a lot of space for all of our shooters outside as well.
Awesome. And then, moving forward, what adjustments are we going to, look to make moving forward, and, what's going to be the mindset, heading into the coming week?
I guess adjustments that need to be made is just coming in with more focus, especially on the first day. We might not have been completely locked in, like heading into the first game, and it's just something that we have to get better with, I think.
Yeah, I think to Ryan's point, look, the reality is these weeks can be pretty long. I mean, the guys are working extremely hard in practice. There's the different protocols needed to just get to the game itself. So I think there's an element of sort of, you have to work really hard just to get to the game. So I think part of that, a credit to all these guys, everyone who's playing, you have to jump through a lot of hoops to just get out on the court. So it's really important that when you do get out on the court, you have, I'll call it a grateful mindset, and you're energized and you're ready to compete, just because it takes a great amount of energy to do that. And yeah, I mean, Ryan, I'd love to touch on previously, Ryan's improvement has been fun. And I think part of the challenge is, with Ryan back in the fold, is just incorporating new faces with Ryan and some of the veterans and forming those connections. And that takes time and it takes effort. So we'll continue to look to improve that this week. I think there's some key areas we can keep looking to improve on the court. I think specifically, if you look at the statistics, we need to do a much better job of taking care of the basketball. We're simply turning the ball over too often and too much. And I think we know that, and we just have to, get back up and get better and keep working at that.
All right. Well, Ryan, Coach, thank you very much for your time, and good luck with everything this week.
Thank you.
Thanks, Matt.